Well, being I got a little extra time, I'll do another Kohler Times. Look at this from the Kohler Times today. Hopefully you could see it. Murder suspect's Facebook page shows relationship with Yvonne Villanueva, the sad girl who passed away. And they still have the warrant out for the man. What's the problem with that? You know, I've been working on another websites because I have a car in the shop right now, and I'd normally be out on the motorcycle, but I'm going to have to go get that car, and so I'm here a little bit longer. Two things. When I read that earlier today, first of all, you have no idea whether that is his Facebook page. And I'm not defending anybody. And then if you read a little bit more in the articles, it'll say, as far as we know, type thing. But the headline is, Murder Suspect's Facebook Page. Do you know, I'm not real familiar with all the ways criminals use social media. I'm aware that criminals do that. And I'm not saying in this case that somebody could have put a page up that's a fake page. But that happens a lot. And Facebook is embroiled in an entire controversy about that very thing, about the manipulation of that medium for some considered criminal acts. So you are highly irresponsible in a very serious murder case that hopefully, as far as I know, the CCPD have not made the arrest yet. But you stuck that on there. And I think you should pull it off, or you should not lie in the title by saying you know that's his page. Because a lot of people manipulate social media. And we live in a world where that takes place. The thing that got me mad, that said, let me go ahead and do that, I saw that earlier. That's irresponsible journalism. The other thing, and I believe that talented lawyers could use things of that nature in cases. They also did a critique. The Kohler Times has a history of feeling the critique of white people, associating white Christians or Christians in general. They did this a while ago with the term that Christians would not be offended at a judge using the term, this is a redneck court. They added all Christians, meaning Hispanic Christians, black Christians. They added all Christians in one of their articles that said they would not be offended at the term redneck. You don't think a black Christian, a Hispanic Christian, they're just so ignorant. But then I also read an opinion piece, because I'm working on various websites. I read one that Mayor Joe McComb, I guess, made some comments. He's a white mayor. And they simply do not like white people. Their coverage, and some of them are white, but they have that mindset that says, if we advocate, and I advocate for minority, but they have the mindset, if we advocate for minorities and then show an open racial bias towards whites, that somehow, and they've done that, and I'll just the whole coverage of the Mayor Joe McComb since he's been in office. But I guess he made some comments at the city council meeting. Well, it's possible for us to do away with the public comment section. And some lady brought cockroaches to a city meeting last week or 2 weeks ago. And then their paper said, and it's a fact, Mayor, that you can be voted out. It's a fact that you could have violated law by what I just showed. It's a fact that you could be promoting something that's fake because you didn't say his supposed Facebook page. You said his Facebook page. And I noticed how quickly you are to go to social media. Some of our local media are not very good at their websites, and I'm shocked. You have old stories up, and like they're breaking news, and some of those are very old. Some of the ads you also put. So that's number 2 for today, because we had a little bit of time. I did already post the teaching post for tomorrow, the video, because that'll be my 3rd YouTube video page by the name CC Outreach 87, as well as the 2 that I have under my own name, John Chiarello, as well as the many other ones. I sincerely believe that they should take that down. We want justice. We want people to do what's right. But you have no idea whether that's that man's Facebook page. And I can give you case after case after case. And I've done that. You can Google and search for corruption and Caller Times, all that. Those things pop up. But the most serious ones are the ones I covered these last few years. They're particular covering up for corruption in Corpus Christi and Oasis County. And they do that with particular Hispanic organizations. You have Anglo, if you will, organizations. You have Hispanic organizations. But they collude and cover up. We had a very severe murder trial in this region. And 4 of those witnesses leading up to that trial were murdered. And what do you do in any region of the United States where you have it was a murder trial? 3 or 4 of the witnesses were all murdered. This was publicized. And what happened, John, when 3 or 4 of the witnesses were killed and then the last witness recanted? Did they, like any normal place in the United States, you would immediately crack down, and they dropped that case. Said, well, justice was served. That does not happen in a normal part of the country. And when you see my videos about AKA drug cartels and all that, I'll tell you, there's corruption in this part of the United States of America that you do not see in other parts of our country.